Doug in Missouri writes to me, "Thank you so much for the audiophile's guide, The Loudspeaker." Well, you're certainly welcome. I have read it many times now, and I wish I'd known of this information years ago when I started my audio journey. Well, you are welcome, sir. And if you haven't checked it out, do so, please. Just go to Amazon, type in the Audiophile's Guide, and you'll find those books. Okay. My attention lately has been around loudspeaker placement and room treatment. Following the Audiophile's Guide, I've been able to achieve a wonderful soundstage and a complete disappearance of the speakers. Yes, sir. My question comes from something I have noticed when I get near to what I perceive to be the optimal position of speakers and treatments. As I am adjusting the toe-in and front wall treatment, I become aware of a more pronounced echo when listening to vocal tracks. This sounds to me like the echo reverberation in the recording room, but I can't impact it with my setup, so I don't know if I'm causing or exacerbating it. As an example, when I listen to Jessica Carson singing Hallelujah from the Art of Hi-Fi Soundstage, I hear a distinct reverberation of her voice that I perceive to be from the recording room. Using this as a reference recording, can you tell me if I should be hearing this reverberation? Yes. And you are doing great. So that reverberation on Jessica Carson's Hallelujah was done on this set of vacuum tube reverbs. It wasn't from the studio. As you notice, this studio doesn't have reverberation. We worked hard to get this to be sounding the way it does. And we don't want dead, we don't want ultra alive, and we certainly don't want echoey. So we add reverberation, and we do it with this. And this is the world's only copy of J.I. Agnew's reverbs. These are vacuum tube reverbs that Agnew research, J.I. Agnew built for me. When we first started Octave Recordings, J.I. wrote me, and he used to be a contributor at Copper. He lives in Greece, and guy is just a total beloved maniac. I love the guy. And he's actually building us a cutting lathe right now and someday we're going to do direct-to-disc recordings, which I'm kind of excited about. So J.I. he said, "Paul, you're making a studio." I said, "Yep." And he goes, "You have to have these reverbs." And I said, "We were just going to buy a plate." You don't want a plate. I said, "A plate is like a big sheet of a 4x8 sheet of aluminum or some kind of metal that has an exciter on it, and there's like a loudspeaker driver that drives the sheet, and then you have a microphone that you pull back and forth along this plate, and it delays the sound. And that's, most studios use what's called a plate reverb. And he said, no, you need this, because this is a spring reverb, and J.I. manufactures his own springs. It's all vacuum tube. There's 6 of them in here. These are the power supplies that feed the 6 vacuum tube spring reverbs. This is the coolest section. And anyway, that's what you're hearing, and you'll hear that on Octave Records. It's a unique sound that sounds so natural and so real. So thank you, J.I. It's one of the treasures of this studio. Ain't nobody else got it either. So, okay, thanks. Bye.